Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is your host Singh, and today we're going to be installing and reviewing the tracker, cellular GPS tracker from Invoxia. So this is designed in France, but it is made in China. It's a alternative to some of the other more expensive GPS tracker units. I believe this is about 120 bucks and it comes with a year plan included. Full disclosure, they provided me with this device, but they're not paying me to say good things about it. And we're gonna test it out. I'm going out on a trip down to Tennessee. So I'm gonna install this. I'm gonna have my wife track me while I'm there. That way she has some peace of mind that I'm okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and unbox it. We'll install it. I'll show you the app and then I'll come back and do a review after my trip. It'll all be in this video. So here we go. It's a pretty simple package, it seems like. So GPS tracker Invoxia LWT300, designed in France, assembled in China. Okay, let's see what we get in this thing. It's the first time I'm opening it, so I have no idea what it looks like. Oh wow, this actually looks really clean. This is padded, so it provides some safety. It's bounced around. Let's take this thing out. Oh wow, this lanyard is pretty long. You don't necessarily need this on the bike, so we'll probably take that off. Some plastic here on the sides. Let's try and see if this thing opens, but no. Okay, so it charges up right here. There's a port, micro USB, it looks like. But yeah, pretty cool looking device. It's very sleek. It's pretty small as well. My hands are pretty big, but you know, they're about the size of my middle finger, a little bit longer. So it's not that large. We can easily hide this thing on my motorcycle. So yeah, let me show you the app, how to set this thing up, and then we'll put it on the bike. I'm gonna go down to Tennessee for the weekend, and we'll get a review from my wife, see how things went, and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, let's set this app up. You wanna go and find the application first. Type in the name, search, hit get. I'm gonna block my email address there, Face ID, install, alrighty. Wait for it to finish installing here. Open it up. Swiping through the options here. What images do they have? Okay, motorcycle, dog, purse, blah, blah, blah. Sounds good. Create an account, put in your email address. I was about to type in my personal, but you know, you guys can always email me on bratmo.com or bratmo@gmail.com. Type in your first name, last name, date of birth, password. I don't want you guys to know I'm 50 already, you know. So I am not gonna share my date of birth. I know you guys are sneaky, so I don't want to show my password as I'm typing. So I'm gonna block that off. All right, hit sign up on top. It's going to ask you if you want to save your password. I don't really like doing that, so not now. Of course, we need to activate Bluetooth sharing, so we can do that, so you can update and such. Well, my Bluetooth is off, so turn on your Bluetooth, guys. Alright, hit next here. Charging is in progress. And tracker already detected literally after I hit next. You can then select your location. Yep, United States, great. Motorcycle, great. Only me, great. You can activate this anti-theft. I think it kind of detects if the bike's been moved, if you're not around it. It's registering the device now. This doesn't take that long. It's the update, so there's an update here. It updates right through the mobile device and pushes the update to the actual tracker, which is great. Just take a minute or so, so we'll give it a minute. So how y'all been, man? Tell me in the comment section. Have you guys ever been down to Tennessee, Tail of the Dragon, the Blue Ridge, all of that? How many times? What motorcycle do you usually take? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. I'm gonna make a separate video about my trip. I think it was pretty fun, but I took the van, so I think you guys will love to hear my van experience. All right, name your motorcycle. I put this on the VFR 800. You can come back and change this later if you want. Hit next. Yep, sure, that's fine. You can activate location. I'm leaving it up here for a little bit longer so you guys can read it yourself. All right, I am back from my trip from Tennessee, and what a trip. I went alone this time, and I had a lot of fun. I think I'll make a separate video about that because I took a van down. I wanted to camp in the van, to sell this dream of moto camping, or what is it, van camping or whatever, van life. I wanted to try it out before I, put my money into buying a van and building this whole thing. I wanted to try it out. I'll make a separate video about that, but today we're talking about the review of the GPS cellular tracker that I put on my VFR 800. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, it was provided to me, but nobody's paying me to say good things about this. I'm going to share my personal opinion, the experiences I've had with it. So you guys have already seen where I've put it on the bike. Just velcroed it, put it under the seat. You do want it accessible because you do have to charge it every so often. So you don't want to put it somewhere where you got to take off 5 different pieces on the bike to get to it. So make sure you put it somewhere it's accessible. Probably not many people want to steal the VFR, so I didn't buy the device for purposes of theft. I have a couple of other motorcycles. I have a KTM 690. I'm actually thinking about getting a BMW S1000R as well, so those, yes. But the reason why I got this, I decided to install this on the bike was for the trip was so that my wife can track me, so she can feel a little bit more comfortable. At the end of the day, if I'm at the hotel, if I don't have cell service, I can, she can see where I'm at. I'm in the mountains, I'm riding around, so she can feel a little bit more comfortable since I went alone this time. So that's why I got it. That's why I decided to put it on the bike. So how did that go? She shared her opinions with me. Her experience. In short, it didn't go too well, actually. Like I said, it's a cell-serviced device, so it doesn't use a satellite. It uses a cell reception around you and then tells you where you are. So if you don't get service on your cell phone where you are, you will most likely not have service on this device either. That was kind of a bummer. I was really hoping that it would work out for the better. I also share my location with her through my iPhone. You can do that, and so she could track me through my iPhone as well. But sometimes you lose reception, and I figured, what the heck? Well, we'll try it out. But it's had a similar situation. Wherever she couldn't track me on my phone, she couldn't track me on the GPS tracker either. So, in short, not the best, but if you live in a city area and your bike gets stolen, I think you would be okay, because in a city environment you will have self-service. Again, if you have self-service, this thing will track it and you would have no problems. But if you're living in the mountains where the cell reception is kind of spotty, you might have some issues there. We tested around here locally as well before I went on the trip to make sure it works. And it works perfectly fine if you're somewhere where there's cell reception. I will say there's a little bit of lag, so it's not like a live, Google Maps where you're going. Here you are. It takes a few minutes. I don't know exactly how long it takes to refresh, but it's not, it doesn't track the person on the map so, you know, perfectly. It jumps around. So it jumps around the locations. But if somebody stole your bike, they're gonna, you know, pull it, park it in their garage, park it wherever. So they will be at that one spot for a while. So that's, you can share that with the authorities, and get it handled and get your bike back. So it will work. It works. It serves a purpose. It's cheap. It's affordable, and it comes with 1 year subscription. I'm gonna keep using it 100%. Like I said, I'll probably take it off the VFR and put it on maybe the 690, or, you know, when I get the BMW, I'll put it on that. But for now, for the purpose of the trip, it kind of failed, and that's okay. That's not what they designed it for. It will work perfectly fine, in my opinion, in the cities. But if you don't have great cell service, this won't do it. Obviously, if you share your location with the phone, your phone is not on the bike all the time. So they wouldn't work on that. So you need to have a device for the bike so it can be tracked. Yeah, this is a pretty affordable option. Installation was easy, setup was easy. I showed it here, and on the app, what was it, 1 minute? I think I haven't started editing this, obviously. So it was less than a minute, I believe. The device is right there. It detects it. It's just like AirPods, man. You know, it detects it being nearby, and then you can set it up. So yeah, you know, if you're interested, I think it's definitely worth a look. There might be some other similar devices in the market. I haven't done a competitive analysis to figure out if it's, you know, there's some cheaper options, better options for how much more, like what's the diminishing return here, right? You don't want to, for 120 bucks or so, it's not too bad, right? It's not too bad. You can also cross shop with the Apple's new product, where is it, AirTag, I think, those little small circular devices, and that uses the iPhones nearby to find where the location is. So if somebody who stole your bike has an iPhone, you will know exactly where that bike is. It can also, you gotta be cautious with that thing, because it can also start beeping an alarm and let the person know that there's somebody tracking you, because you know, it doesn't want you following other people around. Put it in their car and you can track the person. They don't want to be doing that either. So, you know, hey, listen, there's options. That's, you know, there's options. You can shop around. Again, I haven't done a competitive analysis, so I can't be too sure. But this can work. This has a purpose. Yeah. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this style of review. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for tuning in.